Happy Thursday, guys! I decided I'm going to stop saying it's Miss Seward in every video because you probably know that it's me. I figured that out. I figured you probably were smart enough to know that it's Miss Seward. You know what I look like and what I sound like. Anyways, it's already Thursday. Can you guys believe that? That means you've done an entire week of online learning. You did a whole school week of online learning. And I'm telling you, you guys are rocking it. Your summaries were amazing. Amazing. I was like, are these even the same kids? Because y'all work hard in school, but I don't know what's happening. Y'all are working extra hard to prove how good you or how much you know at home. I'm so proud. It literally made my day yesterday, and I'm still happy now. So, I wanted to tell you that. And then I have to tell you that today we're going to be learning something brand new, which I'm really excited about because everything we've done has been kind of review, and I miss teaching you guys new stuff. So this is going to be brand new, but it's going to build off of stuff you already know, so it's nothing to worry about, and I know you guys can do it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop talking, because y'all know Miss Seward can talk, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So in class we can make anchor charts, but but Miss Seward doesn't have anywhere to hang up an anchor chart thing in my house, so we can't do an anchor chart. I'm going to try to figure something out, but right now, no anchor charts. So we're going to do the next best thing. We're kind of going to do an anchor chart, how we would do it on our smartboard in our room, but you're just going to see it on the computer screen, okay? So you see on the computer screen already, you see where it says parts of speech, right? You see where it says parts of speech. Well, we're going to review the parts of speech that we know. We know a noun, right? A noun is a person, a place, or a thing, right? That one's easy. You guys have known that one since first grade. You've been learning it. You know it. I know you have nouns. Then you have a verb, right? A verb, which is a word that shows action, right? Like running. Miss Seward's losing my mind. Running, dancing, jump, hop, walk, talk, things that you can do, right? So you always ask yourself, can I do that? And if you can, it's probably a verb. And then an adjective is a word that describes a noun, right? It's a word that tells us what color, how many, stuff like that, right? Describes it. So your new one, can anybody take a wild guess at what what might be under this black box? What? I bet you're thinking adjective, but it can't be an adjective because adjective's already up there. Adverb? Adverb? That's like they took two and smushed them together. It's like they took adjective and smushed it together with verb. I wonder how that works. Let's see what it says. Tells how the verb is done. Wait a minute. So, what it's telling me is that an adverb is a word that describes how a verb is done. Okay? So it kind of is like an adjective and a verb mixed together. It's an adverb. An adverb, it describes how the verb is done. It tells us how the verb is done. Okay? So this one, it's simple as that, right? Describe it. We're going to do some practice with it so that it's really sticking in your brains. Okay. So we have a sentence, and each one of these sentences is going to have a noun, a verb, and an adverb, okay? So this first sentence is Jim ran quickly. Well, we know that we need to look for a noun, right? We need to look for a noun, and a noun is a word that tells me a person, a place, or a thing. And there's only one person, place, or thing in this sentence. Can you tell me what it is? Think about it before I say it. I'm going to give you a second to think about it. The noun, because I know you know nouns. If you said Jim, just like class, you guys. If you said Jim, you're right? Jim is a person, so he's a noun. What did Jim do? Jim ran, right? So ran, that makes ran the verb. It's an action word. So Jim ran. And now this is where our new one comes in. Ask yourself, how did Jim run? How? He ran quickly. And an adverb, you do just like we do an adjective. You do a triangle around it, and then you're going to put an arrow over to that verb that it's describing. Miss Stewart is trying to write with this little thing on my computer, you guys, and it's a little bit tricky, but we're learning. We're all learning together. So you're going to ask yourself first, who is this sentence about? That's probably going to tell you your noun, right? That's your person, place, or thing. Then what are they doing? Because you're looking for that verb. And then once you have your verb, you can find the word that describes your verb by saying, how are they doing this, okay? So let's try another one. The next one, right at the bottom says, Dad drove slowly. Who is what this sentence about? Oh, this sentence is about Dad. That's our noun, right? Then what did Dad do? Dad drove slowly. Oh, Dad drove, right? And then you have to ask yourself, how did Dad drive? Does this sentence tell me how Dad drives? Or how Dad drove? It says that Dad drove slowly, right? Dad drove slowly. So you have your adverb, right? Oh, I'm trying to write on here, you guys, and it's tricky. Adverb. Right? So Dad drove slowly. Let's try a few more. The next one says, snow melts fast. Now, this sentence, I say, who is this sentence about? Well, there's not a person in this sentence, so what is this sentence about? That's another question I can ask myself. What? Because nouns can be things, right? So, snow melts fast. Oh, this sentence is about the snow. Snow is a thing, so I know that snow is my noun, right? Then I can ask myself what? I want you to ask yourself, what is the snow doing, right? The snow is melting. That's your verb, right? Because that's the action word. That's what what the snow is doing, what the person, place, or thing is doing, right? Then this comes the fun part, the new one. How is the snow melting? Oh, the snow is melting fast. The snow is melting fast. Now, I want you to stop for a second, and I want you to see if you notice any difference between the first two that we did. Jim ran quickly, Dad drove slowly. Between if there's a difference in those two and this one. Oh, I cannot talk. Is there a difference? You might have noticed that some of those, or that the first two, ended in ly, right? But fast does not end in ly. But is fast still describing how the action is being done, how the verb is being done? Is it still, my hair is blowing in my face, you guys. Is it still telling how it's being done? It is, right? It's fast. If I said, Jakeith runs fast, how does Jakeith run? Fast, right? So, it doesn't have to end in ly, but sometimes it will. A lot of the time it will. So I want you to keep an eye out for that. It might be a little hint to help you, okay? Let's do the last one together, and then I'm going to show you how to do your assignment for today. So our last sentence says, Matt slept well. Matt slept well. Who is this sentence about? Who is it telling me about? If you said Matt, you're correct. That's our noun, Matt, right? And then what did Matt do? What is Matt doing in this sentence? Slept. Slept is the past tense of sleeping, okay? It means that he already went to sleep. So like, I'm sleep. Today I am sleeping. Tomorrow I will sleep. Yesterday I slept. It's just a little weird word, but that's what it is. And then we have to ask ourselves, right? That's our verb, right? So then how did he sleep? He slept well, right? And if you remember, adverbs. Miss Seward just made a connection. If you remember, we learned about in Sargus the 3 different meanings of well, right? It meant like well, like in the water, well, like I'm doing good, or well, like an expression, right? So how do you think that this one is? How did he sleep? He slept good, right? He's doing well. Good. Okay. So let's get on to your assignment. Now that you know or you have an idea of what an adverb is. And please, 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 if you are confused, tell me. This is brand new. So even if we were in class, we'd keep practicing it, right? So today, it's okay if it's not the easiest thing. But I think this is pretty easy. I know you guys can do it. If you can write summaries like you wrote summaries yesterday, you can find adverbs. But ask me if you need help. Okay, so for your assignment, you can go into Google Classroom. Miss Seward was having to remind herself of adverbs, you guys. Oh, what am I doing? You're going to go into your Google Classroom, right? And then you're going to go into your reading class, but I'm going to go all the way from the beginning to show you. So I'm going to my practice class. I'm going to click on classwork. And then adverb and verb practice. That's your activity for today. Let's see what it says. First, watch the video. If you're hearing me say this, you're watching a video. This is something new, and the video will show you how to do it. Then do the activity below. If you would rather do this on paper, this sheet should be in your packet. I'll show you again. This is from the packet that your parents came and got on last Tuesday after we were already out of school, not the one you took home, after we were already out of school. And it looks like this. It's 7.1, okay, if you don't want to do it on the computer. But I'm hoping you'll like it on the computer. You guys did really good with turning in the summaries on the computer, so I think you can do this. Okay, so then you're going to click on adverb and verb practice. And remember, your video is going to be on here too. But adverb and verb practice. Then it's going to pull up this. And it shows the first one, Jane swims fast. And it did the same thing that we did, except for we don't have any nouns. We're not picking out the nouns. We do have a noun. What's the noun? Think about it. Jane swims fast. Who is this sentence about? It's about Jane. So, but for this activity, you don't have to pick out the nouns. So what you're going to do is you're going to find your verb, right? So next sentence says, Mom bakes well. Who is this sentence about? I'm asking myself, who is this sentence about? Mom bakes. Oh, it's about Mom. So what is Mom doing? Mom is baking, right? So that's what her action is. So look, I'm clicking on this squiggly line in the box that says verbs, and I'm just dragging it over. So when you're clicking on your laptop on the little square, right, you're going to click down, but you're not going to pick your finger up. And then you're going to drag with your other finger, okay? So you're going to click, you're going to go take your mouse to where it is. You're going to click down, and then you're going to leave your finger on it. And you're going to take your other finger and pull it where it goes, okay? So this is the adverb. So what is it? The adverb is doing what? It's describing how the action is done, right? How the verb is done. So the verb we said was bakes. How does Mom bake? She bakes well. So we could put our triangle around it, right? And then we have our oopsie, I'm going to have to fix that for you. Then we have our arrow, and we just take our arrow and point from the verb to the adverb, okay? All right, if you have any more questions about this, let me know. You're just going to go through and do all of them just like that. And you'll notice on each of these, I have 2 adverbs, 2 verbs, and 2 arrows. That means there's only 1 adverb in each sentence, 1 verb in each sentence, and 1 arrow for each sentence, because you see there's 2 on the slide. Okay, I'm going to stop talking so you can go and do your work. I hope you guys are having a great day.